Guys, this session is literally about exploding your business. Okay, I will share with you everything I know. Go ahead, Farooq, you were asking me a question.
Yeah, my question is about HMOs. And the big thing is, if I go to visit a property dealer and I ask him,
when did I say,
like,
sorry, Farooq, let me slow you down. When did I say a property dealer? That's not how you find properties.
okay, like say, for example, I found up my HMO property and I talked to the landlord, okay, or the person in contact who is in charge of the HMO, and I asked him about the making some to progress the business. So the HMO, that person in contact say, oh, Farooq, what are your credentials?
What are your credentials? Okay,
Yeah.
so when it comes to credentials, always use we and not I. Because when you use I, you're just one person. When you use we, you're using my credentials.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I have 3 hotels that even are under me right now. Okay.
Okay.
I have done multiple deals in my life. Either it is flip deals, development deals. I'm also a finance broker. Okay.
Okay.
I have strong credentials behind me. Even if it's a larger deal, I can still bring someone on board with me who has done some really large deals. I know people like that. Okay. So when you use word we, you're not just using me, but you're using everyone that's connected to me and everyone that's in the PE network.
Yeah, that's clear. That's why I wanted to hear. Yeah.
All right, guys. Remember, estate agents are good to have, but that's not where you will find most of your deals. You'll find some of your deals, but most of your deals will never come from an estate agent. Okay? The only time you will get a lot of deals from an estate agent is if you have someone like really good relationship with an estate agent, and this guy's like, you know what, he's treating you like a family. He gets a deal. He needs to move the deal. He brings it to you. He knows that you will buy the deal. Okay? He knows as in guaranteed you will buy the deal. Otherwise, remember, even if it's your brother who's running an estate agency, and if he's not sure that you're going to buy the deal, he's not going to bring it to you. Okay? Because business is black and white. There's no gray. It's not like, oh, he's my brother, I'm going to bring him the deal. No. He'll bring it to you if he knows you're going to close the deal. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
But yes, only some of the deals will come, but most of the deals will never come from an estate agent. Okay? All right. I'm gonna cover a whole, it's almost like an eagle view of what I do, so you can see through. Okay? You can see through a bit. The first thing, like I said, I'm changing for all partner members is that if you bring a deal and you don't have money, either I will bring my money or I will bring investors' money on the table. That means you now don't have to worry about money on the table. Okay? As long as the condition is as long as the deal stacks. If it doesn't stack, neither me nor anyone will bring the money. Okay?
Yep.
Second is, here is what I tend to do. Okay, so you can see through it. Look, try to understand the concept of what networking means. Okay? The only reason I'm doing this session is because you are here. Okay? And the only reason you are here is because I am doing this session. Yes? No? Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you see what I mean? Both, yeah?
Yeah.
You need people around you, and they need you to close deals. You don't close deals with some shadow. You need people, okay? For money, you need people. For deals, you need landlords. We are all humans. You need lots of humans, Homo sapiens around you, civilized Homo sapiens, who communicate and talk and not just disappear in thin air, okay? Civilized people who are prepared to sit down and talk about what you can bring on the table and what they can bring on the table. Value. The only reason you all are here is because you're getting some sort of value from me. Yes, no?
That's true, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And I am hypothetically expecting that as regional members, you will go into your extended network and you will bring more people so we can do business together. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, within the business stream, there are multiple products. Okay. And this is not something I've shared previously, but I want you to be able to see through it. Okay. Now, let's say you guys all have seen my finance messages. Raise your hand if you've seen my finance messages.
Yeah.
Either it's a mortgage, either it's a buy-to-let, either it's a portfolio, either it's a development loan, bridge loan, business loan, stamp duty claims. Doesn't really matter what kind of finance product it is. You can take that message, copy paste, write your number underneath instead of mine. Let me repeat. You can copy paste the message, remove my number, write your number, and share it with your network. When you do that, someone contacts you, you contact me, we close the finance case. Remember, the most cases I close is finance cases. Let's say the commission is £100. I get £100, you get 50, I get 50. Let's say the commission is £100,000, you get 50 grand, I get 50 grand. This is what I call stream of products within PEN. Okay. Either it is a finance product, either it is a rent to HMO product, either it is a flip deal, a buy refurb refinance rent deal, BRR deal, either it's a conversion deal, development deal, land deal, you name it, and I will either take it myself or sell it to someone in the network. But as long as there is one side that you're bringing, either you're bringing the investor for one of the deals that I bring on the table, or either it is a deal that you bring and I bring the investor, we split 50-50. Now, these are, let's call this as just one product, right? So either it is a deal, any kind of deal, and we close 50-50, either you bring the deal or you bring the investor, we split 50-50. So the bigger your network, the more chances you will close a deal. Now, one product is the finance product. So all the finance products as one category, all the deals products as one category, and within that correlated, that some of the deals we'll do ourselves. Even then we split 50-50. If it is a rent to HMO deal, maybe we'll make £1,000 a month. But let's say it's a land deal and we make $500,000. You walk away with $250,000. I walk away with $250,000. Are you with me on this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that becomes your third category. So you have finance products as one category. You have deals sourced to others as one category. Then you have deals that we'll do ourselves as third category. Okay. Now, within the deals, try to observe what I said. Either you bring the deal or you bring the investor, we still split 50-50. So imagine if Farouk brings a deal and Anara brings the investor, or vice versa, we all walk away with 1/3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I bring the deal and Anara brings the investor, we split 50-50, or vice versa. Or let's say Moro brings the deal, Farouk brings an investor, Anara is managing the deal. Can you see where I'm going with this? Yeah.
30-30. Oh, 25-25-25.
Yeah. You get paid according to the value you bring on the table.
Okay.
So it can be 50-50, it can be 1/3, it can be 25%. But remember, you're adding less value, but you're getting equal share of whatever value you're bringing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now imagine how big the PN network is and how many deals we can close. But the question is that you need to bring at least one side to be able to get something done. Either you bring an investor, either you bring a deal, or either you do the management of that deal. Let's say if it's in your regional, if it's in your region. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Now imagine within the finance range, we have 20 plus products. Within the sourcing range, we have 5 different strategies. Within the deals doing, we have 5 different strategies. Can you imagine how many crossovers are there? Thousands. Thousands, because the number of people, the number of strategies, products, data, so on and so forth. What you can do now is amazing. If when you wake up in the morning and you go on Facebook groups, I've shared this previously, I'm a part of 800 plus property UK groups, okay? You go and connect with 10 investors a day. You go and connect with 10 investors a day, okay? And that's 3,000 plus investors a year or landlords a year. As long as you know how to analyze and close deals, alongside me, imagine the potential.
Yeah.
And if you see what I mean. Remember, I close at least 1 deal a week in finance alone. Either I make £100 on a really small mortgage case, or I make $250,000 from a deal that I do myself. It's still a deal. Let's say you manage a rent to HMO portfolio, and then now you're closing land deals or finance deals. You introduce someone, it took you 2 minutes. We closed a development bridge loan, whatever, you got 10 grand. So easy, it's unbelievable. It's a long process, don't get me wrong, it's quick, but it's easy. Let's say you do your own local region event. Let's say 20 people attend. Off of the 25 people approach you for finance, which is very common. Remember, people get a mortgage every 2 years, every 3 years. People get development loans, bridge loans every 2-3 years, every year sometimes, depending on what the kind of deals they're doing. Some of the developers are taking 5, 6, 10 bridge loans every year. Can you see where I'm going with this?
Yep.
Now, can you see the potential of what I'm talking about in terms of the kind of deals you can do? Finance deals, the whole range, sourcing deals, the whole range, bringing investors, landlords into the picture, doing your own deals, and see the number of multiplication it can happen over the whole network and between yourself and between me. The question is, are you doing your networking an hour a day, 2 hours a day? Are you actually speaking with landlords on consistent basis? Are you actually speaking with investors on consistent basis? Are you actually closing deals on consistent basis? That's what the game is, guys. Listen. I'm gonna give you a very hypothetical, materialistic example. Okay. To be able to afford a Bentley or a Ferrari, you don't need £250,000. You only need £3,000 a month extra income. What is £3,000? That's 3 rent to HMOs. 3. So if you have 3 rent to HMOs and they bring you £3,000, and then you have, let's say, another 10 which are paying your bills, let's say 10 grand, that's 13 grand. You can be sitting in a suburb house worth £1 million, paying your mortgage, and you can be sitting in a Ferrari that's being paid on a lease. Raise your hand if you know what I mean. 13 rent to HMO deals. You could be sitting in a £1 million house and driving a Ferrari. 13, not 30, not 100, 1, 3, 13. Each of them paying you £1,000. That's 13 grand. 3 grand goes to your Ferrari, and the 10 grand goes to your living a luxury life. And then within that space, you close a flip deal, 50, 100 grand. You close a development deal, maybe 200 grand, 300 grand. You close a land deal, maybe another £250,000, £500,000. Raise your hand if you can see what I mean by the depth of, you need the depth of knowledge to be able to do this. You need to be proactive every single damn day and say, I'm going to close these deals. When you look around and you see someone driving a Ferrari, the guy may not have £250,000 to buy that car, but he is making 3 grand extra a month to be able to pay for the lease. I just gave you a very materialistic example, okay? That's not how life you're supposed to think. but I just had to give that in a quantifiable way because money is a means to give a quantifiable context. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Jack,
Yeah.
it's also a way to put things into perspective as well.
It is. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I don't like using money as a means to put this into context. Remember, if
Yeah.
you're making 13 grand, you can decide, I'm not going to buy a Ferrari. I'm just going to take every month, I'm going to take a 4 days holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
4 or 5 days holiday somewhere Mediterranean. I don't know, wherever the hell 220 countries you're going to go. Okay? So it's just a way of looking at life and the freedom it can bring you, as long as, Moro,
Yeah.
see what I'm saying, as long as you're closing deals and getting results.
Yeah, yes. What you said earlier, yeah.
If you are not closing deals as in money in account, the only reason I can think is you're not learning the depth, one, you're not taking enough action, two, and you're not practicing the grow model enough. This applies to me. If I'm not closing deals, that means somewhere along the line, I'm slipping between these three. Raise your hand if you know what I mean.
That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
I promise you guys, I just want to say this very humbly, okay? There are times where even I struggle, okay? But at the same time, I can wake up one morning and say, I'm going to be up 6 o'clock. I'm going to spend an hour learning. I'm going to spend an hour doing my workout. And the rest of the time, I'm so focused, you won't even see me blinking eyes.
Mm.
Calls after calls after calls after calls after calls, and you don't stop till you close deals. You just don't stop. Simple. Okay? Like I said, if you are slipping, I'll repeat this. If you are slipping, that means one, either you're not learning enough depth of what we're talking about here, you're not implementing enough, or you're not practiced your grow model enough. Okay? I'm going to give you a negative example so you can see through it. Okay? Because there's the positive. Remember, people focus too much on the positive. I try to balance it. I have Alan here. I've introduced him to 5 different or 6 different investors. We've still not closed the damn business.
It's normally coming out here. It should be.
We had one person showing interest. He wrote like half an hour ago that he's invested somewhere else. Okay? Sometimes it's not easy. I still have, Alan, I still have the 3 investors. Please remind me tomorrow. I'll pick up the phone and call those people. Okay?
Thanks, Jack. It'd be great. Yeah.
But again, why am I sharing this with you? Yes, there are times even the best of the best people struggle. Okay? It's never a straightforward journey, guys. It just isn't. Okay? But at the same time, if let's say we close Alan's deal, the guy can look at his life and say, I don't have to worry about my retirement. Please raise your hand. Alan, don't say anything. Please raise your hand if you know what I mean. Yeah. It's one of those deals. He can close this deal and not have to worry about retirement. Okay? See what I just said? One deal, even though it's 3 deals consecutively, like right besides each other. But still, if you look at the overall picture, he's just tried to make it into one deal, one large deal, right besides each other, 3 together. And it's just a one deal that's life-changing. It's life-changing. He closes this deal. The guy doesn't have to worry about his retirement. Okay? I have been through that phase, so it almost, I know what it feels like when you're at that point. You really want to close this, you know what I mean? Okay. So focus. Implementation is the game. Really going to the depth of the technical aspects as well as your interpersonal skills, which is your grow model, being able to get a yes from someone, treating them in a creative way, finding something that's going to press their emotional hot button to get a yes. Do not talk logic. Human brains, even though when they're investors, they want to know numbers, we don't take decisions based on numbers. We take decisions based on emotions. So you need to understand their emotions. Okay? I'm going to take questions. I just wanted to share this kind of the eagle view of things and say, look, it's time to focus and really do your events. One of the things, Alan, I'd like to share with you is, and I know it's not easy because you're kind of going against your instinct. You know, you're not the person who likes socializing a lot, doing your events, but see how it goes against you when you need that money the right time. Are you with me? It's not easy.
Yeah,
I know that.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy. But at the same time, see how it goes against you when you need that money in the right moment and just that money isn't available. Okay. So even if you don't feel like doing networking, guys, it's one of those parts of the job which has to be done. And there's a book called Eat That Frog. You might as well just go and read that book. Eat that frog, even if it means you don't enjoy it. You don't like networking. You really need that. You need it. I need it. Everyone needs it. Okay. The most likely person who's going to invest in your deal is the person that's next door to you. Literally your next door neighbor. Literally someone who lives down your street. Literally someone who literally is coming to your community sessions, your school sessions. It's just one of those people. You need that person. Okay? Okay, I'm going to take questions. Anara, I can see you first. Do you have any questions?
Okay. For example, if we are starting from HMO, I will find the HMO, you will give finance.
I will bring the money.
You will bring the money. And this 50-50 will be for how long?
Sorry?
Forever? 50-50 between myself and you.
Yes, yes, for everyone. Every
forever.
regional member has the same agreement with us, yes.
It will be like forever until this HMO contract.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're managing the HMO for the next 20 years, it's 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mean, sorry, it will be, I find HMO, you give money.
I will bring the money, you will manage it, and we'll split
Yes.
50-50.
Yes, but at the same time, if it will be any questions, you can help.
Yes, of course I can help. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm always there for the guidance. Yes.
Yeah.
And let me say something else for you guys. Even if I find the deal, okay, I will give it to you to manage. We'll still split 50-50. So it's not like you have to find deals. Even if I find one in your region, I'll happily give it to you. You manage, we'll split 50-50. I'll still bring the money in.
Yes, I think with managing in my region, I can manage any deals who are in this room.
Yeah.
And
and anyone who manages, yeah, exactly. Anyone who finds a deal in another region and you want other person to manage it for you, we can find a way to kind of split the money and make the deal happen. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm region Kingston, Surbiton, and beginning of Surrey. That
don't worry. Well, you can share in the
West London.
Oh yeah. All right. So Alan, I can see you next. Do you have any questions?
I haven't got any questions for now, Jack, but I would like to speak to you if possible, maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow, just give me a ring. Like I said, the three investors I'm talking about, these people are sitting on substantial money. Okay, we're talking about the kind of money that you need. Okay, pretty much straight away. As long as I can get a yes from these guys, we should be okay. But again, I can never confirm things. My own damn money, which I should have added by now.
Of course,
is delayed massively, changes, so on and so forth. So yeah, if you give me a ring first thing in the morning, I'll be happy.
Okay. First thing is that 9 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Okay. Speak to you tomorrow morning. Thanks, Jack. Cheers.
Grace, I can see you next in there. Do you have any questions? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm very good, thank you. Just a quick one, Jack. I think I told you sometime during
Grace, can I request you something? I can't even see you. All I see is a shadow, and I can't even hear you. I can't hear anything, Grace, at all.
You can't hear me even up to now?
It keeps breaking.
It kept on breaking.
And I can only see a shadow of you. Why do you have this background?
I have always had this background. It's just giving me trouble today. Hold on.
All right, carry on. I will try and listen what you're saying.
Okay, hold on. Carry on. Let me try to fix this. Okay.
Farouk, do you have any questions? I know you were raising your hand up.
Yeah, Jacob, just about continuing to Anara's question about the HMOs. When you close to if we close a HMO deal, and HMO has to be like a minimum standard. When we
Yes.
receive the property, and we ask the landlord to give us a minimum standard of the property. And do we add any value after that to that HMO or not?
It depends.
I wouldn't want to go into, doing any refurb into the property. I want to get into all of that. Normally, I would negotiate the deal with the landlord to get the property in a good condition, and then sign the agreement saying we will give you back property in the same condition. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to get into refurbing the property for him, decorating the property for him. No, if it is £400 or £500, maybe £1,000 max, just to get the deal over the line, I will maybe make that exception. But otherwise, no, because you're never going to get that money back.
And do we have all the support during this process with all the the processes of when we are closing the deal with the landlord and
All of that is super easy.
And also formulating the contract and
I have everything.
okay.
Everything.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I have everything. I can negotiate. I can get the agreement. I can make sure all the details are accurate in the agreement. Don't worry about all of that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Moro, do you have any questions?
No question, Jack. Just to reiterate to everyone that what Jack is trying to say is that there's a lot of opportunity for us to JV together. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So any deals you have, put it on the group. Any questions you have, ask in the group. Any queries, anything like that, ask in the group. We're all here to help, and all of us learning from Jack have a level of expertise. And yeah, that's all Jack is trying to say. So I understand fully, Jack, and thank you once again.
Thank you for iterating that. Thank you. Natasha, do you have any questions?
No. It's been a really empowering session. So thank you, and thank you to everyone for your questions. That's really helped me.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna continue for a little bit. Okay, I want to share something with you guys. Okay.
Can I ask question?
Please do.
You were talking about you have to wake up, do one hour, and then making phone calls. How I can specifically look for investors? How can I do it if I decide to do it?
I will share my screen and show it to you.
Go ahead. No, Jack, sorry. No, I was just going to say, I don't know what Jack's going to show, Nara, but one of the things that I'm doing now, and I've told Jack before you all joined the call that I'm doing, is I'm getting myself out there. Go to as many networking events as you can. People need to know, Nara, all of us, that we're doing what we're doing. There's a video that Jack had, I can't remember the number, but Jack was teaching how if the world doesn't know what you're doing, the world cannot help you do the thing you're doing. Right? I can't remember which video it was, Jack, but you said that. I can't remember which video it was. You were saying something in the lines of Jack, you're speaking to Muzzy, and you were saying, how can someone help you in your journey if they don't know the journey you're on?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
you summarize brilliantly, Moro. Thank you.
Yeah, no, exactly, guys. So this is something for me, when I heard Jack say that in the video, I was telling myself, yeah, Mauro, get out of the house, go meet people, go talk to people, tell people what you're doing, tell people you're part of PEN, say you're doing planning uplifts, and say these things, because if you don't tell the world what you're doing, then no one can help you in your journey, So yeah, that's what we're doing. Jack, I don't know if you're going to say something along the lines of that. I don't want to break it.
Thank you, Moro. Thank you. See, let me share with you a couple of things so you can see through a bit. Okay. One of the reasons I teach is because when I teach and you ask me a question, I have to know enough the depth to be able to give you an answer. If I turn up to you and say, I don't know, that gives me the chance to say, I need to go and find that answer. Okay?
Yeah.
That means I learn more and more depth as I teach you. One of the biggest reasons I teach Okay. A good example, Moro and Anara, was when you were walking with me the other day, shadowing, I looked at a couple of spaces and I said, I don't know enough. Remember that?
Yes.
Now, what do you think I'm doing now? I'm digging more depth into it, because if I know exactly an answer to that 2-3 spaces that I was looking at, there's about $500,000 profit at the back of that. Yeah. So,
yes.
But I have to know enough depth to be able to give you an answer. And I'm not one of those who will give you an answer just because I have to give an answer. I never do that. If I don't know an answer, I'll tell you I don't know, but I'll go and find out. But that also means that I learn more than anyone. Okay. At the same time, here is something that I will share with you this will change your life. Nothing more can change your life than what I'm about to share with you. Okay.
Sorry, Jack. Can I
Let's say
quickly ask you a question?
you're still breaking, Grace. You're still breaking. Okay, so hold on, Grace. I'm going to share something so you can ask me later. Okay? Okay. This will change your life. Like nothing else can change your life more than this. Okay? Let's say you come and pitch a deal to me. And if I see in your eyes that you're lacking 0.01% confidence, so you have 99.9% confidence, but you're lacking that 0.01. I'm not investing in you. I'm not investing in you. When you wake up in the morning and you look in that mirror, and if you don't believe in yourself, I can guarantee you no one ever will. No one ever will. If you can look in the mirror and say, I can make this happen, that's the only time you will make it happen. Okay? Every single moment, if you don't believe in yourself, absolutely no one will believe in you. Okay? So you must believe in yourself first. But here is the other side of the coin. The person who has good leadership skills will see potential in you that you can't see yourself. And that person will always keep encouraging you and saying, you have more potential, you have more potential. You can learn the depth, you can do deals. Raise your hand if you know what I mean when I share both sides of the coin. Okay?
Understand.
But if you come to me with a 99.9% confidence, even if you have that lack of confidence inside you, don't show it to others. Okay? I can sense it, but I want to see if you can hide it. Because if you hide it, you're covering up with this aspiration, you will get to that point. It's almost like building blocks. You're building your confidence on top of that. You get confidence by closing deals. You don't get confidence by looking in the mirror. Yes, that's one way of doing it. But the main way or the most important way of building confidence is closing deals. You close one deal, you make 500. I guarantee you'll be like, if I can make 500, why can't I make 5,000? You'll make 5,000, you'll be like, why can't I make 50,000? You'll close 50,000 deal, like you'll be like, why can't I do a $250,000? Okay? But you must believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself. You must believe in the process. You must believe in life. Because without belief, neither me nor anyone on this planet can take you anywhere. You can look back 20 years later, you still be at the same place. If you don't believe in yourself. If this feels like a motivational speech, be it. Okay? Be it. But I'm not trying to motivate you. All I'm telling you is what is really factual. Like, it's a fact that if I'm speaking with someone and I don't have that conviction, I never close that deal. And if you see me doing this session, when you see me doing these sessions, can you feel this conviction in tone?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you can see conviction. If I don't have conviction, nothing ever happens. These sessions don't happen. This PN will go down the drain. Nothing ever will happen. It's all about believing in yourself. Believing that when you wake up, you're going to have a better day than yesterday. Believing that you're going to close a deal today. And then the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and every single day till you start to really close deals. I said, if this feels like a motivational speech, be it. Okay? You really need to start believing in yourself. When you wake up, I'm going to find a deal that's going to make me $250,000. I'm going to find an investor who's going to bring the money in. I'm going to find the damn money. Do you think I have enough money? I have a question for you. Do you think I have money to invest into everyone's deals here?
No.
No.
Why am I saying I can bring the money?
Because you have connections. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I believe in myself. It's not just about connections. It's about believing in yourself. If you bring me the right deal, I will bring the money, and vice versa. So if I have the right deal, you can even bring an investor. Okay? You bring me an investor now, I introduce it to Alan, Alan closes his deals, you make some money, he makes some money, I make a little bit of money, done and dusted. Okay? If you lack confidence, try to get a yes from someone in your family regarding anything. Okay? Maybe you want to watch a movie and they want to watch something else. Get a yes from them. Get them to do what you want them to do by using the ground rule. So imagine, Farouk, you're sitting with, let's say, your son or your daughter, and they want to watch a cartoon. And you get them to watch what you want to watch. That's your yes. That's your first yes. Okay? Get them to, whatever, like you call a plumber and this guy doesn't turn up. You find a way to bring this guy in and fix your tap. That's a yes. Can you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
It's yeses, small yeses till you get to a big yes. Are you with me? Okay? The more no's you get, the more yeses potential you have. The more yeses you get, the more efficient you become at that. More effective you become at that. Are you with me?
Yep.
Okay? And at the same time, remember, it's a combination of personal and professional development. So your personal development is your leadership skills, your persuasion skills. Your professional development is your technical skills. Being able to find a deal, being able to analyze a deal. Negotiation is personal skills, personal development skills. And then when you close the deal and make it profitable, that's your technical skills. You rinse and repeat. It's an art and science, personal, professional development. Okay? It's a combination. Please raise your hand, everyone. So I want to get a feeling of what you. I want to see that you're getting the gist of this. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, if you lack confidence, please, it's a good practice. Start getting yeses from people around you. Look in the mirror and say, like, it's almost like you're seeing a tiger, a tigress. You're going to close deals, you're going to make things happen. Okay. All right. I think Grace had questions. Please go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick one. I've got network events that I'm going to tonight, if you don't mind. So I'll leave it there. Yeah. Jack, remember I sent you a message during the week. Can you hear me better now?
It was a deal.
Yeah.
I said to you,
I'm putting people together.
Yeah.
And we want to JV so we're going to be looking for some deals up north. And obviously we're going to be needing a project manager, which I think you spoke about a project manager last week.
I think Paul Tinker would have lots of builders around and local project managers. So yes, we can find a project manager anywhere in the country. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. So what I've been able to get 3 people, including myself, 4. So we're trying to put in at least 100,000 together to start.
Okay.
Is that a good idea?
I can't give you a clear answer. What you give me a context. I've not seen the deal. I don't know the people.
No, not yet. We're just. I mean, it's my idea, and I just spoke to good 2 people, and they gave me yes, and they're ready.
Okay.
When the deal comes up, but we don't have enough, so we're trying to get more JV, like probably 5 of us or so ish.
Okay. I don't know if you heard, Grace. I said I will be investing, or either I'll be investing myself, or I'll be bringing investors if you bring the right deal.
Okay. If I bring the right deal. Okay.
Yeah. At the same time, the more people in the deal, the more stakeholder management, the more complicated it is, guys. I always like to keep the least number of people involved, because if you have 1 investor on board, that's dealing with 1 person. If you bring a second investor on board, that doesn't make it 2 people. That makes it 10 people. Because then you have to get both investors to agree to things at the same time, including you, making it 3 people. So the less number of people involved in the deal, the easier it is.
The good thing is, okay, that's fine. Point taken. The good thing is, these other two people that I've found, they are kind of novice about it, so they're depending on me to you understand what I mean? So I will be the front face of it.
I understood.
Yeah, they're just monetary involved, not physical.
Yeah, so this can work. Here is something that I need you guys to be aware of, okay? The less aware the person is, I'll repeat, the less aware the person is, the more chances you have to get the deal done. The more aware they are, the less chances you have. I'll repeat this. The less aware they are, the more chances of getting a deal done. The more aware they are, the less chances of getting a deal done. Raise your hand if you know what I mean. Because if they have all the knowledge, the likely is you're not going to be able to bring enough value. But if you have the knowledge and they don't have the property knowledge, then you can bring value. And when you can bring value, you can make money. Okay? So you want to potentially work with people who are non-property background. If they already have property background, it's a lot more difficult to close deals. Okay? Lately, if someone calls me and they say, I am a 20-year seasoned investor, I'm not even wasting time pitching. Okay? I'm not going to waste time, because these people expect 50% return on money invested, and if I'm paying them 50%, what the hell am I going to make out of it? Okay? So lately, I have changed my approach, and I don't necessarily invest too much time pitching. Even if I'm pitching, it's a 5-minute quick pitch. If they agree, fine. If not, I move on. I'm not going to sit there and keep pitching for hours on end. I don't do that anymore. Okay. You want to deal with people who are non-property background. That means they've made money elsewhere, or they're professionals, engineers, doctors, scientists, civil servants, businesses with people who are making 100 grand, 200 grand, $500,000, million, 10 million, 100 million from their business, and they don't know where to invest in property. They want to invest in property, but they don't understand property.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your target. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same with landlords. If you have a landlord that has already got a portfolio of 20 properties, you're less likely going to close a deal, because the guy is seasoned. He knows what he's talking about. You're really not going to close a deal, guys. If it's a landlord that only has 1 or 2 properties, you've got a deal, because this guy is not knowledgeable enough. Okay.
That makes sense.
Seasoned investors, when I'm on the phone with them, I am very much to the point and very quick to pitch. So I would pitch very quickly in 5 minutes. And if it's a yes, great. If it's a no, save your time. Okay?
Okay.
Right, guys, any more questions? You guys want me to have a look at a deal? Please do not WhatsApp me. I do not analyze deals on a WhatsApp. Email it to me. That's the only time I can look at the deal and say, yes, it looks good. Let's do more due diligence. Remember, due diligence comes in 3 phases. It comes as one level, which is 5 minutes due diligence. Another one can take a week, and another one can take a month, depending on the size of the deal. If it's a rent to HMO deal, it's a quick due diligence. It won't take me more than an hour. I can say yes or no pretty quickly. Okay? But if it's a flip deal, development deal, so on and so forth, it can take quite a long time to do the due diligence. Okay?
I've sent you one on your email just now.
Okay.
So
I'll be
if
checking
you
my
have time.
emails tomorrow. I'll be checking my emails tomorrow. Okay? All right, guys, any more questions?
Could you send me your email address, please?
Natasha, I will just remind me, send me a WhatsApp message. I'll send it to you. Okay?
Will do.
Okay. All right, guys, have an absolutely amazing evening. And really, like I said, I'll repeat this, is so important, okay? To be able to, I know I am insisting and repeating this, okay? So you can see through it. To be able to afford a Ferrari, you don't need $250,000. You just need to make extra $3,000 a month, which is 3 rent to HMOs. Okay? Or maybe one extra flip deal a year, making you 50 grand. That's an extra Ferrari. If let's say, you want to live in a £1 million house, and be able to afford all the holidays in the world, you only need about 10, 12 grand a month, 10, 12 grand a month. So by the time you get to 13, 15 grand a month, you're living the life of the top 1%ers. Okay? And having 15 rent to HMOs is not rocket science. With all due respect, it's literally a 1 year's job. 1 year. You can have 15 rent to HMOs in a year, and you can live life of the top 1%ers in the world. Put your foot down, guys. That's what it is. All right? Take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.